Well, seeing as how we're about to get a brand new Smurfs movie opening up today, of all days, with the new Paramount film coming out, which I'll admit the marketing has not been that great, but I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I think they have a good. I think the movie's going to be a whole lot better than the actual trailers are. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I'll leave that for talking about the movies episode later on. But because, considering that this is a new Smurf movie coming out today, I figured let's take a look at a Smurf Christmas special from the past and actually take a look at maybe the only good thing that came from those god-awful live-action movies from the 2010s. And that is the Smurfs A Christmas Carol. If there's anything good that has come out of those terrible movies, it means you get a new underrated Christmas special with the Smurfs that's a million times more entertaining and more cleverly done than the movies themselves. I mean, you kind of can figure what the basic plot of a Smurfs Christmas Carol version is. This time you have Grumpy Smurf, once again played by George Lopez, who played him in the live-action movies, refusing to celebrate Christmas, and so Papa Smurf decides to show him the Christmas spirit by having him visited by three spirits, and hopefully have him find the true meaning of the holiday. So you're probably wondering, okay, what really makes this worth watching? I mean, looking at the cover for it on DVD, it really doesn't look like anything that amazing. It just looks like, oh, it's the CG Smurfs movie from from 2011. Why would I want to watch this? What could possibly make you, the reviewer, want me, the viewer, to watch this? You might be asking yourself. Well, I'm going to tell you. For you see, the DVD for this doesn't tell you what makes this work. Again, looking at it, it looks like the 2011 movie, and the beginning and the end of the special are done in the same CG style as the film. However, when the actual Christmas Carol story kicks in, the special goes from CG to 2D animation. And not just regular 2D animation, the same kind of 2D animation that they used in the original 1980s Smurfs cartoon. Yes, this thing really feels like you've gone back in time to the 1980s, to when Hanna-Barbera was putting the Smurfs on NBC, and it feels like you're watching one of those episodes from back in the 80s. Keep in mind, neither Hanna-Barbera nor Warner Brothers worked on this. This is all Sony that did this. So the fact that another company can make this so damn close to the original cartoon is really amazing. Part of the secret of the 2D segments was that they designed the Smurfs in creator Peyo's original designs, and also had a number of animators from the Smurfs working on the project too. So it makes sense why it looks like the animation from the 1980 show. The fact that we're getting to see this with the original 2D animated Smurfs and the people who made the Smurfs show from back in the 1980s made me more interested to check this out. Of course, as we all know, graphics don't always make the movie. So how does the special hold up as a whole? Really damn well. It's a really enjoyable special. I mean, there's nothing really spectacular about it, but it certainly is a much better effort than what the Smurfs movie was doing. But then again, that's really not that hard to do. They did a very good job of shortening the story of A Christmas Carol down to a 22-minute story, just like how Mickey's Christmas Carol did it. Unfortunately, there's not as much of an emotional impact like Mickey's Christmas Carol managed to pull out. There's no scene where you see Mickey Mouse crying at the death of his son that feels very effective. I mean, there's something where it gets close to that, but it never really gets to that point. The voice acting overall is really good. You got a lot of the people from the movie in this. You know, George Lopez as Grumpy Smurf, Fred Armisen as Brainy Smurf, Gary Barbara as Hefty, Anton Yelchin as Clumsy, even Hank Azaria as Gargamel, who, truth be told, he was one of the best things about the Smurfs movies as Gargamel. He was one of the few things that was actually making that work, and here, he's just as good. If they ever did an animated series, they should have got him back along with everyone else involved in here. Unfortunately, Jonathan Winters and Katy Perry are not in the short here, who played them in the 2011 movies. It's veteran actors Jack Angel and Melissa Strum. But they did a pretty good job overall, reprising making those roles their own. And of course, the animation, when they switch over to the 2D animation, is really good. It's like Sony knew they were going to piss off the parents and the old childhood fans of the Smurfs with the movie. So they said for the short, you know what, we'll make it up to you. We'll make something that's not only great for the kids, but we'll give you parents out there and fans of the original show a nostalgic feel again, like you're going back to the 1980s and it's NBC Saturday morning and you're watching a 90-minute Smurf block on television. That's what it feels like when I watch this. This is a surprisingly really good animated short that thankfully you can buy on its own DVD. If you stumble across it, definitely check it out because it's one that's definitely one that should be seen over the course of the holidays. It doesn't get talked about all that much, but you'll be able to easily see where the creativity and fun that should have been in those Smurf movies early on went to with this. The Smurfs: A Christmas Carol, definitely seek this one out.